Hello, it's Melinda from Alexis and Melinda's Art Space, and just coming on to show you a pocket letter share. Let me tilt that camera down so I can see what I'm doing. So it's a pocket letter that I'm making for Amanda Christina for her birthday gift. They're falling out. They're not supposed to fall out. Silly pockets. Okay. I'll take each individual pocket. So this pocket letter is a bit different. It's actually a pocket letter. And I did get this idea off Amanda Christina. She showed in one of her hauls this lovely die from overseas. And it actually perfectly fits in the pocket letter size. So it makes a pocket, and I don't have my ruler here. But this is an artist trading card size. So what's that? 2.5 inch by 3.5 inch. So they're a little smaller than that, so they fit. I wouldn't fit an ATC card inside it, but it's nice. And the other one I used was a mason jar die as well, from overseas as well. You probably all know where I'm talking about. If you don't, private message me and I'll tell you where I got them from. Because there's a bit of hoo-ha going on about that at the moment. So I'll show you each of the pockets. So each of the pockets are a pocket. So I like pocket letters where you can use all the bits again. Come on, come out. And this is obviously going to be shown after Amanda gets it. So these are the pockets. So this is the pocket put together. So basically you just put a little bit of tape on the two sides, on the two flaps here. Just here and here. And then you stick it together. So this one has been inked up with Distress inks, and using my spiderweb stencil, which I will link below. I've used two of my stencils on this project. So I'll link that below, and then I've just embellished with some stamped images. These stamped images I got from China a couple of years ago as well, so they aren't unfortunately available anymore. And I've just popped some of my chipboard pumpkins from my website inside there for Amanda to use. So I will put this up after Amanda gets it, so there's no spoiling her surprise. So each of the pockets fit in really nicely. So the next one again is using my stencils, my bat stencil. Actually, I might bring you in a bit. I'm going to do this the wrong way again. No, I didn't. Shock horror, I didn't do it the wrong way. So I might just move that out of the way and put them here. How about that? So I'll just give you a closer look at this first one. So this first one is like that. So if you don't want to use them as a pocket, you can cut them apart as well. If you just want the front bit to use on something, but I'm sure Amanda will put them to good use. So the next one is this. So again, these are all decorated with Distress inks. Tim Holtz Distress inks. So this is Black Salt and probably Wild Honey. I use the Seedless Preserves, and that's probably it. So this one again is a little pocket, and this one has some stickers inside of it. And this one I've just added 2 stamped images. Now again, these stamps were from overseas, and I don't believe they're available anymore, so I do apologise about that. But the pocket die is certainly available, and so is the mason jar die. So just some cute little, and all around the edge. Let's just solve that problem. Let's just rip the edge around from that die. So there's just some holographic little stickers in there for Amanda to play with. It's fun filling up the little pockets. So the next pocket, I'll do these two next. So these are a bit different. So these, I actually combined the two dies together. The mason jar die and the pocket die. So I'll take this one out because you can see it a bit easier with this one. Maybe you can see it easier. It's not wanting to come out. Oh, there's some spiders in the back. Okay, so what I've done with this pocket die is I've actually cut out the pocket. Before I put the pocket together, I have actually cut out the mason jar. So once I got the paper die cut from this plate, I then put my mason jar die on the paper die cut, obviously not on the metal one, and cut out so it's a window. And then I use some packaging up the front. And I should have inked the back, but I like to put a tag in the back. And these ones are actually embossed, so these are embossed with an embossing folder, and I do not know what the embossing folder is called. I'm sorry. So I don't know what the embossing folder is called on this one. It's a swirly embossing folder. So this tag is also from overseas. That come in a tag set, sorry. And these stamped images are, again, from that same stamp set that I got the tree and the the little hat off. Again, I don't believe they're available this year. I got them last year. So the tag I had to cut about 1 centimetre off. It does stitch the end, does stitch the edge, but I cut about 1 centimetre off so it can go in the pocket like this. So I like my little jar, and then I just got some foam spiders that I got from somewhere a couple of years ago in the back there. So they make good shaker pocket, well, sort of shaker pockets. You could always put some foam around the edge and make them into a shaker pocket. So this particular one is done with a round embossing folder. This one again has the tag, and I'm not going to pull everything out. It has some witches, black and white flying witches that I got at Lincraft a couple of years ago. We're in sort of nearly, we're a week out from the 1st of October, and I've seen nothing in Australia for Halloween yet. Our Halloween stuff comes out quite late, so a lot of this is last year stuff. So these were from Lincraft last year. Lincraft didn't have much, but they had a few of the scatters. And then this is another tag using my web stencil and a spider stamp. Again, the spider stamp's from China, and I don't think it's available anymore. But there are a lot of cute Halloween stamps available. I'm trying to get this back in now. So the confetti can either go in the front or the back of the tag. So we've just popped some in either side. So that's really cute. So that's those two pockets. Another pocket, this one is again embossed with circle embossing die. And this little collection of cupcakes is a stamp. Again, the stamp's not discontinued. Everything's discontinued and old. And in here I put some foam skulls I got at Spotlight Lincraft a couple of years ago. So I've sort of put orange and then purple distress inks, then I've gone around and darkened it with the black. So you can easily put these as tip-in pockets in a junk journal or whatever she wants to use them with, or stick them down to a card. The little cupcakes, and then it's got a little bat on it. And the cupcakes are just coloured in with distress markers from Aldi. Not distress markers, I'm sorry, alcohol markers. So this one I've used the die cut from the mason jar to stick on top, Eat, Drink and Be Scary. I think I've got this saying about 3 different times in my Halloween sets, and some spiders trying to creep out of the jar. So in this little pocket we have some, this is crepe paper and it's dotty, and it's great for doing fringes and borders and different things, so that fits in there as well. So that one goes in there. This next one I didn't actually glue him on the front. He's a little skeleton. He's a cupcake pick, so he had a clear bit on the bottom of him, on his bottom, so he could stick into a cupcake, but I've just got him sitting in the pocket. And in here, oh, is a bunch of stamped images I made for another Eat and Drink Be Scary die cut with some distress on it and some stamps, some more stamps. All these are from the same set. Oh, there's another die. There's a Spooky Woman die, again, a overseas die. Some I've fussy cut, some I haven't. Skulls, book. Again, this whole lot of stamping is from a set I got, oh, it would have been not last year, the year before. Oh, it could have even been 3 or 4 years ago off from overseas. So it's, yes, going very well, that die, that stamp set, and I use it just about every year. So I'll put those in there, and he just sits on the top in the pocket. Next pocket going down is this one. So again, this one's got an embellishment sitting on the front, but it's not actually attached. Sorry, out of frame. So this pocket is actually using, oh, this is using a 3rd stencil of mine, the jack-o'-lantern faces. Again with distress ink, and the boo is a stamp that I've stamped on. And in this one is some lace. So I decided to send some crocheted lace trim. So this again just sits on the front of it in the pocket letter. I do my pocket letters a little different. I like to be able to use all the bits and pieces. Eat and Drink Be Scary, we've gone through that one. I think we've only got one left. I've also included a couple of these embellishments I made, not last year, I believe these were the year before. So these are just a couple of punches, a star punch, a scallop punch. I think I've hand cut that round circle. And these stamps are actually kids stamps, and I can't find them this year. They're in one of my boxes somewhere. There's a whole bunch of Halloween stuff I just can't find. They're like just the kids' dollar stamps, the self-inking ones that we stamped. Put an epoxy dot on the top, cut a circle, and then made some embellishments. So this is a witch. Again, this pocket has been put through an embossing folder, and the way I put it through the embossing folder is I fold it in half but don't seal it up and run it through my embossing folder because it is too fat to run through flat. So one side is debossed, and one side is embossed. And this particular envelope, Alexis noticed I stuck it upside down, but that's okay because I wasn't going to make another one, and I stuck these down with glossy accents, so they're really stuck there for good. So the witch and the broom is again from that same stamp set I've been using from overseas that I got 3 or 4 years ago. And this one has, oh, these have some shapes in them. I know Amanda does have some dies, but I didn't know which ones, so I die cut a whole lot of black ones. So these tags come with the mason jar set, so you get a little tag as well. So this is the set that comes. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm out of frame because I zoomed in a lot. So that's the set that comes. So she's got some black tags. These are all cut out of scraps. Got some glasses, which I really love. These glasses I love with the bats, and then Alexis actually cut the bats off and stuck them on another frame. Got some more tags. These are part of that other big tag I showed you. That was a collection of tags. So these are all overseas dies. And again, if you'd like to know where I got them from, you can private message me and I will let you know. We've got, oh, another back glasses. I loving the back glasses. I reckon they're really cool. Then that's another one of those girls. And then we've got some fangs. Sorry. We've got one black blood drip, and then we've got another blood drip. So that is the pocket letter that I am sending to Amanda for her challenge. So this will obviously go up after she receives it, and I may make her something else. I'm all into making Halloween stuff at the moment. Alexis is also going to make her something as well. So these videos will go up after she receives her goodies, so she doesn't sneak at our videos and sees what her present is. But she's having a birthday challenge. And this will go up after it's closed. I'm sorry. Oops. And now I can't get the die cuts back in the little envelope. So all the little envelopes go back in. And because the pockets are double-sided, let me just put it back together. So these just sit on the back and go. Have I not shown a pocket? Because I'm sure I put some. Some of those inside. No, that's the stamped images. Have I not shown this one in the middle? No, that's the. I'm sure I put some of these in one of the pockets, but maybe I'm mistaken. No, that's skulls. That's stuff we've shown. That's stuff we've shown. Okay, no, maybe I didn't. Oh no, they wouldn't fit. Ah, that's why they didn't go in. Great idea, but they didn't fit. So I've actually just stuck them on the back here. So I'll stick this one back in. So because the pockets are double-sided, you actually don't have to, and I'll bring you out again, I'm sorry for the dizziness, and I always do this the wrong way. Because the pockets are double-sided, you actually don't have to decorate the back. Because obviously when you're decorating the pocket, you're doing the back and the front, and they barely won't fit in there. Because I've shoved them full of stuff, they're all wanting to pop out. But as you can see, they're really nice. They look really nice in the back because they've all got their half loop, except for this one that's upside down. Oops, I'm sure Amanda won't mind. So that is a Halloween project that I wanted to share with you. I may come on and make some more of these on camera. I'm just having trouble at the moment. When I do distress inks or oxides, I tend to rock my trestle table a lot. So I'm hoping this holidays to build a new tripod. I've seen one on YouTube that I have my eye on. And Alexis and I should have the knowledge and skill once we go to Bunnings to buy all the bits, and then it can sit behind my trestle table and I can wobble it as much and the camera won't wobble. So yeah, that's a bit hard. That's why I've done these ones off camera. Plus I've been crafting with Alexis and it's hard to film when she's here. Thank you very much for watching. I love Halloween, and this is part of our Halloween series for October. Bye for now.